Hey guys, my name is Cynthia and welcome to my channel, Graciously Growing. If this is your first time viewing this channel, it is about two things that I love, growing plants and growing in the Word of God. So in today's video, I am going to be sharing with you my favorite plant for the month of June. And also I'm going to share with you the plant that I believe grew the most for the month of June. It is my intention to do this type of video each and every month. So I hope you enjoy. So my favorite plant for the month of June, I actually have it in two different sizes. I have it in a smaller size, and then I have it in, I consider, a really large size. And so I'm going to show you the smaller one first. And it is Aglaonema silverbay. And if you watched my houseplant tour, it was either in my houseplant tour or maybe it was my video where I featured all of my Aglaonemas. I informed you that I actually purchased this particular Aglaonema in one of our hardware stores because it was dying, so it was on sale. And when I brought it home and inspected it, I found that the reason why it was dying because it was dry rotting, because it was just way too wet. And so when I took it out of its nursery pot, it had a lot of dead roots, and I lost a section of the plant, but I was able to repot it, and it took a while, but she is now happy and healthy and pushing out new leaves. Here is one right here. And there is another one, let's see if I can get this. Yeah, right there. So yeah, so my Aglaonema silverbay in a smaller form. And so now I want to show you what I found. And I can't remember if I was at Home Depot or was it at Lowe's, but I am the type that when I am plant shopping, I just walk down the rows where they have the plants several times. And so I was about to leave, and then I actually saw this plant because it was kind of pushed back in the back of the shelf, and there were other plants that were covering it, but I happened to see one of its leaves, and I was like, what is that? And so I was able to, move everything from around it, and this is what I found. Isn't she gorgeous? I could not believe that she was just, this size and so beautiful. And so this is my favorite plant for the month of June. Look at this leaf right here. To me, this is just amazing. Look at that. Look at the size. Look at my hands. Look at this leaf. And although I can't take any credit for how big she is, I can tell you that she is quite happy because here is a new leaf right here that you can see that's unfurling. And then here is one that is also unfurling. So she is quite happy. And so as you can see, when the leaves come in, they are like a limeish green color. And then as they mature, they turn out to be this big, beautiful color here. So this is my favorite plant for the month of June, my Aglaonema silverbay. So I also said that I was going to share with you my top grower for the month of June. Now I'm not going to tell you what she is until I show you her. She is way too big to share with you the way I showed the Aglaonema. But before I take you over to see her, I just want to say that I wanted this plant for a while, and it was readily available in Home Depot and Lowe's, but it was kind of pricey. It was, I believe it was $39.99, and so I was concerned about purchasing a plant and, you know, and it not being happy in my environment. And so I kind of did some research, and then because of the size of this plant, when you see it, I had to determine if I had a place for it that would, you know, make it happy, because it needs a lot of light. And so I needed to place it, like, you know, right by a window. But again, like I said, because of its size, there was only one place that I had that I felt like it would, you know, might work. And it has worked. And this plant has just been growing and is the top grower for the month of June. So guys, this is my top grower for the month of June, my bird of paradise. And she has just been thriving, and I'm so pleased that I've been able to keep her healthy. And look at the size of her leaves. Look at this leaf compared to my hand. Isn't that crazy? But the reason why she is my top grower for the month of June is because she's pushed out 2 new leaves. So this is a new leaf here, and you can tell again by how light this leaf is compared to a more mature leaf right here. And then this is another leaf right here that is almost unfurled. So yeah, so she's my top grower. I did do some research on the slits that you see in her leaves, and why, you know, whether that is normal or is it meaning that something is wrong with the plant. And what I found is that it is actually normal, and it is for 2 reasons. The slits help the sun get down to the bottom portion of the plant, and it also stops the plant from being injured, not injured, but leaves ripped up when it is like a windstorm. So that is why, you know, God's creation is awesome, is why they have these slits that keep them in their natural habitat from, you know, being destroyed by a windstorm, and also helps them receive the appropriate amount of lighting that they need. So yeah, that is my bird of paradise, my top grower for the month of June. So that's the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed me sharing with you my favorite plant for the month of June, as well as my top grower for the month of June. Until next time, be blessed.